Good day to you all, good folk, and welcome to Sherwood Forest. This is a land of lore and legends, a place where the most famous characters of all time come to call home. Characters of strength, characters of virtue, and characters such as Robin Hood and his very merry men.
Merry men, my heart is full of grief. It weighs heavy upon my soul. You gaze upon one whose brightest light has been snuffed out by the dark blanket of gloom. There is nothing left for me in this life except for darkness and despair. It played Jack. You see, merry men, I have suffered from the anguish of unrequited love. There are no words to describe it, merry men, except to say, I have the boo-boos.
Oh no, not the boo-boos.
Yes, I know you're shocked. Great characters of literature rarely get the boo-boos, but I have them today. My one and only love, the Lady Marian, has been lost to me forever. Oh, how can I go on?
Dude, use your coaster.
Soon, the lady of my dreams will be wed off to that incomparable bad guy, the Sheriff of Nottingham. And once that happens, merry men, life will have no meaning. Once she marries the sheriff, he and the prince will conspire to rule all the land. Oh, what to do, what to do?
Well, first you could explain to the good folk who the sheriff and the prince are.
I suppose you're right. Men! You see, good folk of England, our great country was once ruled by an equally great sovereign, one King Richard the Lion-Hearted.
Long live the king!
You see, King Richard has left us to go fight bravely in the Crusades. And in his absence, we have been ruled by his rotten, sinister, and not at all nice brother, the evil Prince John.
Boo-hiss! Boo-hiss!
You see, the prince wishes to be crowned king, and for that to happen, law decrees that he may be elected, but only by another member of the royal family.
But Robin, the only other royal is the fair Lady Marian. She loves the prince severely and would never dream of letting him become king. She only wishes him skin rashes.
Ew. True, friar. But as acting ruler, the evil Prince John
Boo-hiss! Boo-hiss!
is able to wed off Lady Marian's hand to a suitor of his choice. His choice is, of course, the Sheriff of Nottingham. And, as we all know, the sheriff is, well, he's a worm. The man's a worm. He's a slimy, slithering little worm. You want to crush under your shoe instead. Anyways, once the sheriff marries Marian, he will instantly become royalty, allowing him to make the Prince John the king. What a terrible day for all that will be. The prince's greed knows no bounds. Why, he's not even king yet, and he's raised taxes sky high.
No!
He's closed schools and orphanages.
No!
And worst of all, he's stopped the sale of Girl Scout cookies.
Oh no! Not that!
Even chocolate didn't, my son?
Yes, friar, even those.
Merciful heaven, help us!
I'll say, I can see Ben and the lemon creams, but hey, who eats those anyway? But the Thin Mints? Why, I would rebel too. Am I right?
I'm sorry, but who are you?
I'm the town's guy.
I see. And what is it exactly that you do?
Well, I sort of hang around the town. It's the name of the town's guy. This isn't rocket science here.
I see. Well, in case you haven't noticed, we are in the forest. So, what are you doing here?
Well, I thought I'd just hang around and help you tell the story.
Oh, that's very nice of you, but as you can clearly see, we don't need your help. So, go along. Eat.
Alright then, fine. I was going to introduce the first scene where you met Miss Lady Marian, but hey, I guess you can do your own flashback.
Flashback.
Oh, Robin, please. You know how much you married men do love a good flashback.
Flashback. Flashback. Flashback. Flashback.
Fine! If you must do a flashback, then just get on with it already.
Alright, I'll do it. But as soon as this flashback's forward again, yeah, then I'm out of here. Mr. Technical Director, sir, please, some flashback atmosphere, if you will.
Flashback. Flashback.
I told you to stop that!
Oh, no. You see, Robin Hood and his merry men were a band of outlaws. And, well, Robin Hood obviously robbed from the rich and gave to the poor. Of course, we all know it is wrong to steal, but it was Prince John who stole the good people of England's money first. See, when Robin and his merry men would steal from his rich countrymen, he would give to the poor and the suffering. It was the only way that they could survive. And even though I think Robin is one outlaw with an attitude problem, I think he is the hero of those less fortunate. On this day, I take you to now, where Robin will meet one of the richest and most powerful men in the country.
Oh, I can't believe our carriage got stuck in the mud. I'm sorry to make you carry that chest, Marion, my dear, but with the recent series of robberies, I thought it best not to leave it where it may encounter unwanted hands. But fear not, I shall find the way out of this dark and creepy forest.
I think it's quite a warm and friendly place.
Aha! Hand over your treasures, please.
I do say we're being mugged. How warm and friendly.
Well, at least he said please. I do believe manners count for something.
I thank you, my lady.
Marion, I believe we are in the company of the notorious outlaw, Robin Hood.
How could you tell?
And you alone plan on ridding me of my riches?
You appear to be outnumbered, sir.
Why, Sheriff, this must be Robin Hood's band of married men.
Oh, that would be married men, my dear lady. I promise you, we are all white single gentlemen.
I ain't got myself a girl.
What a shock that is.
Now, if you don't mind,
He then grabbed the bag of gold from the sheriff
mine.
and snatched the chest of jewels from the Lady Mary.
Thank you.
You won't get away with this, you scoundrel. That gold belongs to none other than His Royal Highness.
You mean the evil Prince John?
Blue hiss. Blue hiss.
That's your opinion. But yes, it is his gold you draw.
Then it is with all the more joy that I lighten your load of this tarnished gold.
Hasn't anyone ever taught you that stealing is wrong?
Oh, but I don't consider this stealing, my dear lady. Merely returning it to those from whom it was first taken. You see, because of the sheer greed of people like the prince and the sheriff, people, young and old, are starving and cold. This gold will feed them, clothe them, and give them shelter.
Sheriff, does Robin Hood speak the truth?
Marion, one day you will learn that good money is wasted on the poor.
Gross little fever blister! I loathe and despise you! Sir, forgive me. I knew not of the vast suffering in my country, but rest assured that upon my return to the kingdom, I shall set forth to contact the king. He will learn of these unspeakable acts against his people. This I promise you with all my heart.
Marion, don't you realize what you're saying is treason against the prince?
It is not I who have committed treason. Go now, gallant fugitive. Do not keep those in need waiting a moment longer. But before you do, I have one last treasure for your coffers. mother gave me this ring before she died. It will serve her memory well if you use it for your just and noble cause.
And it was at this very moment that Robin Hood and the Lady Marian fell in love.
Wow!
Now, off with you all. Do not keep the poor waiting a moment longer.
Truly, you are the most gracious lady of this land, and I promise you, we shall meet again.
I most certainly hope so.
Now, would you like to help me on my quest to aid the needy, O men of Sherwood?
Sherwood!
Very well then. Scatter!
Marion, I am appalled by your actions. How could you betray His Highness the Prince in this manner? Don't you realize that Robin Hood is England's archenemy?
It is you and the prince who are the enemies of England. Your time is not long here, Sheriff. The king will hear of your deeds.
Ah, dear girl, and the prince shall hear of yours.
And that's how it all happened. When the Lady Marian and the sheriff returned to the kingdom, Mary made good with a promise. She tried to reach King Richard, but to no avail. Needless to say, the evil Prince John was not at all pleased with the recent turn of events. You see, when he learned of Marian's allegiance to Robin Hood, he was swift to engage her with the sheriff of Nottingham, thus securing his position. This now takes us out of the flashback and back to present time. It seems I'm finished. I will be going back to the town, where I'm appreciated. I bid you all farewell. I hope we see each other again.
Friar, have the new tryouts for the merry men arrived yet?
Yes, my son, they have.
Then go, quickly, and get them. Now, merry men, I have placed a help-wanted ad in the Sherwood Forest Daily Gazette. This will help us expand our numbers. For, remember, the 2 rules of being a merry man. Rule number 1, there is strength in numbers. And rule number 2, the more, the merrier. Nothing? Tough crowd. Okay. Sean, get ready. Next! And who might you be, sir?
Hello, sir. My name is Mary.
Are you married?
Yes, sir. I'm the most married. In college, I majored in Mary, minored in merriment, and got my master's in merrymaking.
Oh, what college?
Marymount.
Marvelous! Grab a spoon. Next!
I'm sorry, good sir, but I think I'm at the wrong interview. I thought I was applying for a jolly good fellow.
Well, are you a jolly good fellow?
That nobody can deny.
Close enough. Grab a spoon.
Thank you, sir.
Now, Friar, what to do?
My son, why don't I go into town and see if the answer to our problem lies there?
Yes, go and bring me news of my dear Lady Marian with the most haste.
Yes, my son.
Now, we must create a plan to save the Lady Marian from having to marry the Sheriff of Nottingham. So, have you any ideas, oh quick and clever colleagues?
Well, why don't we take our spoons and tunnel into the castle?
Yeah.
Well, how do you suppose we do that without getting caught?
Yeah.
Well, I thought we'd start from here.
Yeah.
Well, the castle's about 70 miles that way, so by the time we get there, bulldozers will have been invented.
Yeah.
Well, it was just a thought.
Any other stupid suggestions?
I have one.
Then speak, oh Claude.
Why don't we stage a fake fire drill? But when they run out, we go back in.
No, better yet, let's knock on the door and say we're selling Amway. Oh, right, who's gonna believe an Amway salesman? What's better than your stupid tunnel idea? Oh, it's not. It's too. It is too. It's too.
Excuse me, I don't mean to be a bother, but it seems as though you're having trouble getting through this scene. Might I be of some assistance?
Please.
Oh, my pleasure. While Robin and his merry men were busy brainstorming to figure out the perfect plan to save their dear Lady Marian, the prince and the sheriff were figuring out a plan of their own. Mr. Technical Director, sir, please sweep us to another place in this fair land. That means y'all too, please. Back it up. You see, when the prince and the sheriff were nasty people, right? We've already met the sheriff, but when you meet the prince, you will know what evil is. Come with me, good folk, as we will witness evil in the making.
And you mean to tell me that Robin Hood has been left undeserving poor with my royal riches?
Yes, sir. That's exactly what I mean to say.
Does he know that the poor will just spend that money on something stupid, like food?
Feeding the poor is exactly Robin's intention.
What a fool he is. Only two things happen when you feed the poor. Number one, you waste good money. Number two, you end up with poor people. Money has greater purposes in life than feeding the poor.
Oh, he also plans on buying them clothes as well.
Clothes? The man wants to buy them clothes? Is the man mad? Have you seen a poor person's taste in clothing? They mix rags and burlap. And the result is simply a vast disaster. You know what the money Robin Hood stole from me was to go to something truly important. A diamond-studded weather vane for the castle.
Pretty.
Oh, how shall you ever get along without it?
Oh, I simply don't know, Sheriff. Thanks to Robin Hood, I shall be weather vaneless, and the country shall be riddled with poorly apparelled, poor people. Oh, Sheriff, is there nothing to be done to stop this ruffian?
Oh, well, he's quite hard to keep track of, Your Highness. The forest is so vast that it's impossible to try to find him.
Well then, we'll just have to make him come out in the open, to us.
Impossible. Everything the man wants or needs is in that forest.
Oh, come now. Certainly there must be something that he wants that doesn't grow on a tree.
I want you to know that I have set every carrier pigeon in England aflight to send my message to the king. He will learn of your treachery, and then will pay. I wish you both runny noses.
Your Highness, I don't think she grew on a tree.
Sheriff, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yes, but how? How shall we do this?
I think I've got it. We will hold an archery tournament. And the winner will receive the hand of Lady Marian in marriage, and 1,000 gold pieces. I'll have my messengers spread news of the tournament to every inch of this country. Word is sure to reach the outlaw and his men. And the best part is, we don't have to worry about him winning. As we all know, you are the best archer in all the land. You have a perfect record, never been beaten by anyone.
Oh, it's a gift.
Oh, this is perfect. This is brilliant. Oh, how I love me.
Your Highness, I just ask one thing of you as reward for my actions.
Name it, oh faithful sheriff.
I want Robin Hood present at the wedding. I want him in chains and watching me marry the love of his life, helpless to stop it. Then after we cut the cake, I want Robin Hood beheaded. You might say it's a surprise wedding gift for the bride. Wish me a runny nose, will she?
Oh, chef, how absolutely ghastly. A beheading. I like it. You and I are a fine team. Robin will come out of hiding. He will be captured. You will marry Lady Marian. I'll dethrone my brother Richard, become king, and England will be ours! We'll rule this country as we please. The people of England will do as we command and die! Oh, what a fun place this shall be! Oh, joy! Oh, elation! Oh, goody!
Pretty, dramatic, huh? I do say those are two nasty people. Well, Prince John spread word throughout the kingdom about an archery tournament, and as news reached the forest, Robin and his men were still figuring out the plan to save their dear Lady Marian.
No, wait, and then, get this, this is really good. And then we show up with champagne, balloons, and this big fake check for $1 million. And then we say he just won the publisher's clear on his
Stop it! Just stop it! Stop making a plan. How about that, okay? I'll make the plans. Just don't make a plan.
Robin, I've just come to town.
Ready!
Have you any news for me, Friar? Aye, Edward. Look. Thank you. Men, listen. His Royal Highness declares that an archery tournament shall take place 1 week from this Saturday, and the winner shall receive 1,000 gold pieces and the hand of Lady Marian. Now, I have a plan. I will enter this tournament, and I shall win it, for I am the best archer in all the land, no doubt. And once I win, I shall win the hand of Lady Marian in marriage, and then I will give the gold to the poor people.
Gee, Robin, what a great plan!
Yes, I thought you'd like it. Now, there's work to be done. I must start training immediately, for even someone who's the very best at something must practice and work hard every day to make sure they stay that way. Did you all get that? Good. Now, let the training commence!
Begin training now, Robin? But it's pitch black. It's 10:30 at night.
Well, what better time to begin than now? Now, Will, hurry to yon hawthorn. I say unto you hence, and be my herald, and hasten hither. But haste makes waste, for henceforth lies after. So hither yon is but hence hitherto. So hereby hindrance shall make heedless hazard. So be not heathen, and hurry, girl, and hasten hither hence. Huzzah!
Robin, I have no clue what you just said.
Okay, so you see this target? You see that tree? You put the target on the tree.
Well, why didn't you say that in the first place?
Well, excuse me. It's called the art of language. Owlet, my bow. Now, would you like to see me shoot a bullseye in the name of justice, O men of Sherwood?
Sherwood!
Robin then practiced morning, noon, and night. And as the merry men were soon to find out, he was much better at morning and noon than he was at night.
Will, are you all right? Always happy to be of help. Huzzah! Huzzah!
I'll get the band-aids.
Yes, Robin was indeed the best archer in all the land during the day. But as time passed, he could not help but think of how worried his dear Lady Mary must be with the recent turn of events.
You know, as the days pass, I cannot help but wonder how worried my dear Marian must be with the recent turn of events.
Okay, he thought he should go to her and reassure her that he will win the tournament and that everyone will live happily ever after.
I think I should go to her and reassure her that I shall win the tournament and that everyone will live happily ever after.
Robin, come here. I don't think you get the whole point of the narrator job, do you? See, I tell the audience these things so that you don't have to.
I see. Well, here's the problem with that. See, that would give you more lines than me. And as we all know, this is the somewhat true tale of Robin Hood, not the somewhat true tale of the town's guy. I mean, come on, this isn't rocket science here. Is your technical director friend person still out there?
Uh-huh.
Marvelous. Have him transport me to my Lady Marian's chamber immediately.
Of course, sir. Mr. Technical Friend Person Thing, whatever he said. Transport my valiant friend and his enormous ego to the chamber of Lady Marian. Thank you.
Excuse me, I
Please
do not
go
have
now.
an enormous ego.
Right,
I
thank
just
you.
so happen to know I'm the most important person in this play.
But try this on. You'll look lovely, my lady.
Oh, who cares? Soon I shall be forced to marry a festering wart. Do you know what that will make me? Mrs. Festering Wart. Soon we shall have a pass with little festering warts. On our mailbox, it will say the Wart family. And on our Christmas cards, warmest holiday greetings, the Warts. So who cares what I look like? I have nothing to live for.
Well, somebody's cranky.
Oh, Lady Marian, a letter has arrived for you. Arrow mail.
Boy, when you're having a bad hair day, the whole world suffers, okay?
Please do read it, lady.
As you wish. Let it be known that His Royal Highness hereby decrees an archery tournament shall take place 1 week from this Saturday. All eligible archers are commanded to take part. The winner shall receive 1,000 gold pieces in the hand of Lady Marian in marriage. That's you!
What? Let me see that.
Oh, this is wonderful! You may not have to marry the Sheriff of Nottingham after all.
Don't let this fool you, lady. This is just a clever ploy by the evil Prince John.
Boo hicks! Boo hicks!
Now, he can justify my hand in marriage to the sheriff. The sheriff is the best archer in all the land. His record is perfect. He's never been beaten by anyone. He will win, and I will be condemned to marry him. Nothing has changed. I'm still doomed. Oh, Lady Marian!
There's a Robin on the windowsill.
Oh, Robin Hood, a bold and courageous desperado of Sherwood and reputable defender of the underfed.
Well, I see we're entitled.
Lady, would you stand watch outside my door? There could be an unpleasant situation if the good outlaw Robin Hood is found in my chamber.
You see, I don't like the sound of this.
Oh, but you can trust in me, dear lady.
Yes, sir. I still don't like the sound of this.
Come on.
So, Robin, how art thou?
Good. How art thou?
I am fine. Actually, I'm about to be married to a festering wart. But other than that, I am fine.
Good. Wait. Anyways, surely you received my message.
That was from you?
Yes. Good news to you, no doubt.
Don't be deceived. This is just a clever scheme to deceive the people of England. The sheriff is the best archer in all the land. He will win, and I will be condemned to marry him. All is black, and my dreams once bright spiral into a murky abyss of misery, despondency, and tragic woe. But thanks for asking anyway.
My dear Lady Marian, you have been deceived. You see, the sheriff may indeed be a master archer, but he is only the second best archer in all of the land. Stands before you the winner of the tournament and your future husband.
You, the greatest archer in all the land?
Well, Lady Marian, I don't mean to brag.
Yeah, right.
But with my trusty bow and arrow, I can split a pea from the back of a flea from 500 feet away.
Can this be? Is there hope for happiness yet?
Yes, there is hope. Timing, my dear lady. You must work on your timing.
But this is urgent. Robin's been seen. The sheriff and his guards are searching the castle. They're headed this way. Oh, what shall we do?
Robin, if you're found, this could mean certain death for us all.
Whoa! Wait just a fortnight. Nobody said anything to me about death when I took this job.
Lady, please, there's no time. Watch for the sheriff. Quick, Robin, to the window.
I knew this was gonna happen. Did I listen to my parents and go to law school? No. I had to be the big shot working at the castle.
But there are guards waiting down below.
You can trust in me, good lady. Yeah, and what good did it do me, huh? Thanks to you, I
a place to hide.
Lady Mary, the sheriff's one chamber over. Oh, my heart is giving out.
Something tells me this is not the first room someone chooses when playing hide and seek.
Lady Mary, the sheriff approaching.
Quick, Robin, stand behind here.
Oh, I'm dying. Is that you, Grandma? Come towards the light.
Lady, help!
Ah!
All right, Marion, where is he?
Doesn't thou even know it's enough to knock? What was thou raised up in? A barn?
Don't play coy with me. I'm on to your tricks. That blackguard Robin Hood has been seen about the castle, and my sources say he was scaling the wall to your window.
I haven't the slightest idea what you mean. You walking, talking skin abrasion?
Why on earth do you insist on protecting him? Please, what could you possibly see in that loser? I mean, think about it. He's completely uncivilized. The man lives in the woods. His entire social circle consists of field mice and ticks. However, your future could be quite bright with someone like me, my sweet. You'd have wealth beyond your grandest dreams. But taking up with the likes of Robin Hood would mean you'd have to live a life below you. You'd be one of the vile and worthless poor. And they're not fit to be spat upon by someone of our stature.
That does it! Help! So, the poor are not fit for you to spit upon? For shame! It is evil hearts like yours that keep the poor in their deep throes of oppression.
Robin? I think this might play out a little better if you'll lose a bit.
Thank you. The proper attire here. I look good. How dare you make fun of those less fortunate than you? It isn't a crime to be poor, but it is a crime to be a thief. First, you and the prince stole their money, and then you stole their homes, and now you mock them. It is what is inside someone's heart that really matters. One person is no better than another merely because they have money. Did you all get that? Good.
Enough of your nonsense! Guards, arrest him!
Aha! Look out! He's got a spoon!
Yes, and I am a sword. May I suggest you surrender, sir? We wouldn't want things to get messy now, would we?
Robin, don't worry about me. Escape and continue your crusade for the poor.
Oh, you are a sappy one, aren't you? Arrest him!
What goes on here?
We have an unwelcome visitor, your highness.
Can it be? Why, it's Robin Hood, felon, lawbreaker, and partisan of the poorly apparelled, bulky poor people. Well, dear fellow, it seems as though we have defeated your crusade for the underprivileged now, doesn't it?
You've only won the battle, not the war.
You won't be in any condition to battle anyone. Guards, bring Robin Hood to the Dungeon of Demise! Sheriff, have you any idea as to the torture of the criminal the likes of him?
I say we whip him.
Nice.
Brand him with irons.
Too nice.
Cut out his tongue.
Ugh, messy and too nice. Wait, I think I've got it.
Why, your highness, you don't mean...
Yes, let's see if Robin Hood can survive a very loud and continuous annoying noise.
Oh, I hate you.
Your heart is black.
Thank you.
No, wait! Please! You cannot do this! What would my life be without Robin Hood? There would be no sunshine, for there would be no morning. There would be no dreams come true, for there would be no more stars to wish upon. Happiness would just be a memory. I tell you, sir, you spare him and you spare my heart and my soul. I cannot go on without him. Please, please, I beg you, don't take him away. No!
All right, enough! Brilliantly played, Marion, but your pleas fall on deaf ears. Have someone posted outside the door at all times. I want to make sure she stays where she belongs.
Sheriff, I want you to be in charge of the excruciating torture and demise of Robin Hood.
Oh, your highness, you're too kind.
Oh, I know. Think of it as part of the festivities for your bachelor party. And most rooms to be only get a handmaid popping out of the cake. Ha, ha, ha.
Guards, start the torture immediately. Then after his brain has turned to jello, tie him up, stuff him in a sack, and throw him in the river. Now, take this trash out of here. Oh, don't cry too hard, dear girl. I want to have a puffy-eyed ride.
Monster! May unsightly dandruff curse your head and the heads of those who love you. Oh, my poor Robin Hood. What a ghastly fate he faces. And here am I, held captive in my own chamber, unable to help him. How can anything be done to save him?
Sorry for being so cold, Lady Marion. Glad to be of some assistance.
I don't mean to be rude, but who on earth are you?
I'm the townsguy.
The towns? Oh, yes, you're that lovely chap from the flashback?
Yes! Yeah.
How nice to see you again.
Thank you.
Do tell me, good towns guy, can anything be done to save my Robin?
I shall go to Sherwood Forest and alert the merry men of his capture. Then we will devise a plan to rescue him.
A worthy thought, but alas, Sherwood Forest is well over 70 miles away. By the time you make it there and back, you would be too late.
Not necessarily. Tell me, Miss Lady Marion, have you ever heard of fade out and segue to the next scene?
No, I can't say that I have.
Well, that's this wonderful effect that I can achieve with the help of my friend, Mr. Technical Director.
I don't see anyone.
He's out there, trust me. And with his help, I can be transported to Sherwood Forest in a flash. And then, in another flash, we will be on our way to rescue Robin Hood.
Splendid! You and your fine friend waste not another moment of your precious time. Get ready to work.
Thank you, my dear lady.
No, thank you.
Watch this. Mr. Technical Director, please do that voodoo that you do so well.
Oh, this is so exciting. I've never faded out before.
I shall go to Sherwood Forest and alert the merry men of his Robin's capture. Then, Mr. Technical Director and I will devise a plan to save the day. My journey was swift, and I was amongst the trees in no time. Now, merry men.
I could have been a teacher. I could have been a stockbroker, a lawyer, heck, even retail. What? Who are you? Oh! I forgot to fade. This is embarrassing. I'm go.
Like I was saying,
Forgot my stuff. Bye!
Merriman, your attention, please. What's with the earrings?
Evening target practice, sir.
At ease, soldiers.
Robin hasn't quite yet perfected his aim of the Black Knight.
And if you think we look strange, you should see the horses.
Sir, our leader Robin Hood has not yet returned from his journey. We fear something terrible has happened to him. Have you any news?
I do, Friar. Robin has been captured and imprisoned in the Dungeon of Demise. The Dungeon of Demise!
Lord have mercy on Robin. What a terrible place the Dungeon of Demise is.
Well, say, and if legend serves corrects, it's worse than the DMV.
And I fear if we do not reach him in time, he may meet with the most horrible fate. Good men of Sherwood, we must begin our quest to fade out and segue to the next scene.
Yes, let us band together to save our commander-in-chief, Robin Hood.
Yes,
to save Robin Hood! I pray we will reach him in time.
I too, good friar, but who knows? It may already be too late.
Good men, quickly, huddle together.
Mr. Technical Director, sir, with truth and justice at your side, please transport us to our hero, Robin Hood.
The prince and the sheriff will not defeat me. I will escape, and then I shall rescue the poor and the Lady Marian. I can do this, for I am good, and because I am good, there is nothing in this world that can stop me. No. No. Anything but this. No. Ah! No. No.
Wow, that was so cool!
I'll say, I like fading out way better than flashing back.
No way, flashbacks are way better than fading out.
It's not.
R2!
It's not.
R2!
It's not.
R2! My sons, please! To our task at hand!
Look, it's the Dungeon of Demise.
Town Sky, where's our fearless leader?
Men, get up. Wait, I think I hear something. Men over here, quick.
Sounds of torture everywhere.
Whoa, he's bonkers! Robin Hood of Sherwood Forest, can you hear me?
Sounds of torture, is that you?
Robin, it's me, Friar Tuck.
Oh, I hear sounds of imminent torture.
Robin, you have to snap out of it so you can battle the sheriff and the evil Prince John.
Snap out of it so you can combat tyranny and evil!
Snap out of it so you can restore integrity to the throne.
Snap out of it so we can reopen them all!
What? Get your crocs from anywhere else and see how long they last.
Robin, you must save the poor from suffering and starvation.
The poor. I must save the poor.
And Lady Marian.
I must save the poor and Lady Marian.
Yes, Robin!
I must save the poor and the Lady Marian. I will do this because I am an exemplar of good, and I am the ultimate hero!
And guess who just found his ego?
Yes, Town Sky, he is truly Bumpus. Our leader is back.
Hooray!
Yes, thank you. Huzzah, huzzah. Now, get me out of here!
But, my son, the walls are concrete. Have we a room to free you?
Oh, Towns guy, is your technical friend still out there?
Yes, Robin, he is.
Stand by, good sir. We will need your help shortly. Now, gather closely, men. I have a plan. Get it?
Got it.
Good. Now, would you like to help me enact my ingenious plan, O men of Sherwood?
Sure would.
Very well, then. Scatter!
Gee, Robin, what a great plan.
Yes, I thought you'd like it. John, over here. I'm out.
Oh, okay.
Now, I must be prepared for the tournament tomorrow.
Hooray!
So thus, I must be in tip-top shape to win the gold and the hand of Lady Marian.
Hooray!
So thus,
I must practice all day.
Hooray!
And all night.
Oh
Now, England will be safe once again, and soon this nightmare will be over.
Hooray!
Now, ready, men?
Ready, Robin!
Scatter!
And as Robin and his team headed back to Sherwood Forest, plans were being made for the social event of the decade. You see, the prince and the sheriff thought they had everything well under control. Well, they thought wrong. As you will soon see, they were not expecting some surprise news from the Lady Marian.
Oh, Sheriff, it'll not be long now. I will become king and England will be all ours. Who was that?
I don't know, but that was quite the feat considering we're in a tower. But as you were saying, I agree. It looks as though all our hard work is about to pay off.
Your Highness, urgent news.
Robin Hood's escaped!
What? The knaves escaped? Oh, this cannot be.
Guards, bring me to Lady Marian at once. Very long now. Do not worry, Sheriff. You know Robin Hood will be here for the tournament tomorrow. And mark my words, we will capture him. We just have to make proper precautions to make sure the Lady Marian remains extremely unavailable to him.
You sent for me, oh pimple on the face of humanity.
Yes, Marian, I sent for you. Robin Hood has escaped.
Oh, rapture and extreme satisfaction! Robin Hood, holder of my heart free. Now he's sure to rescue me from the evil clutches of Scab King and his faithful sidekick, Blotch.
Don't count on it, dear girl. Until the tournament tomorrow, you shall remain in the castle, heavily guarded at all times. We must see to it that you marry the sheriff so I can become king.
Oh, yes, my dear. It will be the grandest wedding in all the land, and all the most important people in the world will be our guests. See, I have a seating arrangement for the reception right there.
For goodness sakes, can't you do anything right? Look at the guests at table 3.
What's wrong with table 3?
Well, you sat Genghis Khan next to the Pope. Yeah, I'm sure that will go over real well.
And where do you suggest I put him?
Well, Genghis Khan is a barbarian whose face strikes fear in the hearts of all the men who see it. Sit him next to your sister, they'll have a lot in common.
Don't pick on my sister.
So as you see, dear niece, you haven't a choice. All the final preparations have already been made.
I wish you all split ends.
Appreciate our hard work. You and the sheriff will be wed the moment after you win the tournament tomorrow.
Well, yes, I imagine that would be your idea of a happy ending. However, you and the sheriff have overlooked one small detail. The sheriff is only the second best archer in the land. It is Robin Hood who is the very best archer in all the land. Why, 500 feet away, he can split a hair growing off a crusty mole on your little toe.
Oh, what is it with you and skin conditions?
Robin Hood will defeat you. Then England will once again belong to its people. And boy, oh boy, are they going to be mad at you.
No more! Gods, take her away!
May you both itch in places you cannot reach.
Curses, Robin Hood, best archer in all the land?
She's lying, Your Highness. Let the tournament take place. I'm sure I can beat him.
No, Jasmine, I'm risking! Everything we have accomplished up until now is at stake. If Robin Hood wins, we are doomed. We must think of another plan. Sheriff, tell me, what else are you good at?
Oh, gee. I don't know offhand.
Can you fence?
Not really.
Joust?
Not well.
Oh, come now. Certainly there must be something else you're good at.
Oh, well, I don't mean to brag, but I have been known to make a mean loaf of bread.
Bread!
Oh, well, that's very commendable, Sheriff. But I believe at this point in the story, a bake-off might be a tad anticlimactic. Don't you?
Wait. Yes, there is something at which I know I am the very, very best. In this sport, I am the incontestable champion. I have entered countless tournaments and have always won. Why, Your Highness, I know Robin Hood could never compete with me.
Oh, wonderful, Sheriff. I knew you wouldn't let me down. Come, tell me all about your secret talent as we make the necessary arrangements.
Plans, plots, and intrigue. It seems that evil never rests. Oh, and so, we return once again to Sherwood Forest, where, just when Robin and his merry men thought everything was going right, a shocking message has just been sent their way.
Bullseye! That was my 600th in a row. The prince and the sheriff will rue the day they ever came across Robin Hood of Sherwood. I am unbeatable!
Robin Hood, a shocking message has just been sent your way.
Not now, town guy. I'm posing.
But Robin, this is really important.
What could be more important than shooting bullseye after bullseye?
Robin, they changed the sport for the tournament.
I'm sorry, what?
Listen! His Highness hereby decrees that the sport for the tournament be changed. What was once supposed to be an archery tournament will now be a battle of bowling.
What? Give me that! Bowling? This is the most absurd thing I've ever heard. I mean, we're in medieval England. You joust or you fence, but you don't bowl.
Well, boss, it is bowling season.
But I'm a great character of literature. I mean, I can't be seen bowling. Great characters of literature don't bowl.
Well, sir, maybe you could be the first, and then other great characters of literature will follow in your footsteps.
Yeah, right. Like, one day you'll see Madame Bovary picking up a 7-10 split at Flaubert's Bullrama. I don't think so.
My son, stay calm. Remember, good will always triumph over evil.
But, you see, Friar, you don't understand. I can't be seen bowling. It's because I don't know how to bowl.
Oh, God, Robin is believe!
Yes, I know. I've worked hard to save Lady Marian and the poor, but now I face defeat. It's true that I may be brave, trustworthy, and kind, but alas, merry men, I am no bowler.
Robin, things may not be as desperate as they may seem.
Have you a plan, town's guy?
Better yet, I think I have the solution to your problem.
Then speak. I listen with both ears.
So, somehow the sheriff and the prince figured out that you are the very best archer in all the land, no doubt.
No doubt.
So, they picked something that the sheriff is the very best at, no doubt.
No doubt.
So, they picked bowling because the sheriff is the very best bowler in all the land, no doubt.
No doubt, and your point is!
My point is that they missed one little detail in picking a new sport for the tournament. Sheriff may be a master bowler, but he's not the finest there is. I am.
I'm sorry. Let me get this straight. What I'm hearing, correct me if I'm wrong, is that you, of all people, are the greatest bowler in all the land.
Woo-hoo! Yeah.
You got a 7-10 split there. Anyways. This is terrible news. This means you will go out and you'll win the tournament. You'll give the gold to the poor people and you'll marry Mary. What I'm saying is I just guess that I'm not the most important person in this play anymore.
Robin, I don't know.
Well, it's all right. I won't stop you. Okay, bye. Farewell.
Oh, so tell me you're quitting.
How can you quit now when you've come this far?
The men are right, Robin. You can't abandon all of us who count on you.
For shame, you're right. I am no quitter. I am Robin Hood,
the most popular person in all of England. Now, I must learn the art of bowling. Towns guy, you shall teach me now. That's in order.
No.
I'm sorry, what?
No. Robin, I'm your friend. That means you have to ask me nicely. It's just because someone is popular, it doesn't give them the right to bully around their friends and boss them all over the place. Did y'all get that? Yeah? Good.
You are right, Towns guy. I have treated you poorly. Now would you please do me the honor of teaching me the art of bowling?
Robin Hood of Sherwood Forest, I will.
I can't believe that, actually. True, merryman. Even the most popular person in all of England must be humble sometimes. And, as we all know, I have many praiseworthy qualities. But out of all of them, humility is one of my finest.
He hasn't gotten a point yet, but it's a start.
Now, gather around, men. I have a plan. I shall enter this tournament under a disguise as to not get caught again. And once I win this tournament, I shall declare the prince and the sheriff to be traitors to the throne. And at that point, I will need your help. Until then, merryman, I will need you to, and I cannot stress this enough, hide in the trees.
Hide in the trees!
Hide in the trees.
Robin, we must get to work. We only have one day to make you the greatest bowler this land has ever seen.
Right you are, teacher. To work!
Robin was definitely not one to back down from a challenge. He was determined to conquer the sport of bowling before dawn. He listened carefully, followed my every instruction. He never took a break during the grueling hours of bowling practice, and he embedded every rule of the game in his mind.
Topscan, look, I think I know exactly what I'm talking about. Observe. First, I seize my rolling globe.
You take your bowling ball,
I point it midway.
aim it center,
I spin it down the aisle.
roll it down the lane,
And I restrain it from the sewer.
stay out of the gutter.
Close enough. Merrymen, it is official. I am a master of bowling. Hooray! Now, watch in amazement as I knock down all of these bobby pins.
Bowling pins! This is going to be a long night. Mr. Technical Director, could you please make the hands of time spin very, very quickly, please? Take us to the day of the tournament on the castle, please.
Townsend, look! I acquired an extra!
You picked up a spare!
It's close enough.
Good morrow to you all, sports fans, and welcome to the first annual Bowling for the Hand of Lady Marian and Marriage Tournament. The crowd is the biggest we've seen yet. And look, the royal family approaches. Why, here's the lovely Lady Marian. And of course, the ruler of our land, the evil Prince John!
I'm away. I don't see a beloved Robin Hood, my dear. Perhaps he realizes he has been outsmarted.
I wouldn't count him off quite yet, oh bunion breath.
If I were you, I'd stop planning for my honeymoon.
You know, the sheriff may not be as good a bowler as you think.
Strike for the sheriff.
So we got lucky.
Strike for the sheriff.
2 strikes doesn't mean I should plan a honeymoon.
Strike for the sheriff.
Now I've heard Cancun sounds lovely this time of year. I can't bear to watch this. May hangman strike anarchy amongst your fingers and your toes. Call me when it's over.
Bye-bye. And what an unbelievable day is ahead of us sports fans. Why, the tournament is being held at none other than the royal castle itself. Why, just look at the beautiful grounds and the lush landscapes around us.
We're stupid! Brian, are you sure this is what he meant when he said, hide in the trees?
Quiet, please. We must remain out of sight until Robin is ready to execute his plan.
Fine, but if I see any squirrels gathering their nuts over the winter, I'm out of here! You hear me? Why are you crying?
I'm a weeping willow.
Ben, it's me. Remember, once I win the tournament, I shall confront the prince and the sheriff. And at that point, I will need you to come out of hiding. Your cue to come out will be when I declare them to be tyrants and thieves.
Tyrants and thieves!
Shush!
Good morrow to you, sir.
Good morrow.
I don't believe I've seen you in our kingdom before.
Oh, I'm not from around here.
Well then, allow me to introduce myself. I'm the Sheriff of Nottingham.
Nice to meet you.
And your name?
My name.
Yes, your name. I assume you have one.
Of course I have a name. It's Dr. Shaw.
Ah, a physician. Well, best of luck to you, Doctor.
And now we wait in anticipation for the starting signal from the ruler of our land, the evil Prince John.
I declare the tournament to commence!
And what a thrill-a-minute tournament it was. In total, 1,000 strikes were scored. Soon, bowlers began to get knocked out, one by one. And after some time, it was only Dr. Shaw and the Sheriff of Nottingham remaining. You see, they bowled non-stop for 6 hours. And at the pace it was going, it seemed the prince was going to have to declare it a hopeless tie.
Stop the tournament. Are you okay? I believe the competitors could use a small break. I declare 2-minute timeout. What do you think you're doing? If you do not win soon, we will have to declare this tournament a hopeless tie.
I don't know what to say, sire. This Dr. Shaw is not a better bowler than me. but he certainly is just as good.
Yes, he may be equal to you in bowling, but can he match you in archery?
Archery? What do you mean?
You are really not that smart, are you? Robin Hood may not be able to beat you with a bowling ball, but you can certainly beat him with a bow and arrow. Sheriff, watch as I belch forth brilliance. Good people of England, if these two master bowlers have come to a stalemate, so I have come up with an ingenious solution to end the tournament. The sheriff and Dr. Scholl will each have one shot at a target with a bow and arrow, and the best shot will be proclaimed the winner. Good people of England, if you would like to see a one-shot winner take or finish, let me know by a round of applause. Boy, I didn't really like this idea. So be it. The people have chosen. Lady in waiting. This is the target for the tiebreaker shot. Choose a tree. Remind me to have the gardener cut back on the milk.
Well, excuse me, sir, but, what do I do with it?
Ah, good question. Ah, lady, look. A tree that has not fled for its life and terror. Place it upon that one.
Yes, Your
Hurry up now. Oh! Now, I declare the tiebreaker to commence. Ladies,
Give me an S. S. Give me an H. H. Give me an E. E. Give me an R. R. Give me an M. M. Give me an I. I. And give me an R. F. F. What's that spell? Sherman!
Yes, the first shot of the tournament will be taken by the Sherman of Nottingham. Exactly. Sorry. Very sorry. When you're ready, Sheriff. Bullseye!
yes! Yeah! Bring it home! Let's go! That's what we like to see right there, man! You killed him, man! What are you doing? What are you doing still here, man? Go, bro!
Yes, and now the second shot of the tournament will be taken by Dr. Scholl. Unbelievable! Dr. Scholl has split the sheriff's arrow! Dr. Scholl wins! What? This can't be happening! Lady in waiting, alert Lady Mary that a winner has been declared!
Oh, it'll be my pleasure.
Towns.
Towns guy.
Congratulations, Doctor. Now, let me introduce to you the first prize of the tournament. 1,000 gold
I'm
piece.
not going to give this to you.
Drop it.
I'm going to be completely
Drop-
honest.
drop
I
the
don't
gold.
want to give it to you.
It's
no,
mine.
no matter.
It's his.
No, it's not his. It's mine.
I'll get the spray bottle.
Please, everything's been taken from me.
Drop it.
I'm sorry.
You need some therapy. And now, for the grand prize of the tournament, the hand of Lady Mary in marriage. Lady Marian, say hello to the winner of the tournament.
I do not care. I shall never marry him.
But he has defeated all competitors and now receives your hand in marriage.
I do not care. I shall never marry him.
Lady Marian, say hello to your future husband. Look good. Dr. Scholl.
I do not care. I shall... He's a doctor?
Congratulations to you both.
My dear Lady Marian, I cannot deceive you any longer. There is something you must know.
What is it?
The truth is, I am not actually a doctor.
Not exactly. What I mean to say is that my true name is not actually Dr. Scholl.
It's not?
No, not at all. You see, my true name is Robin Hood of Sherwood Forest.
What? Yes! Do my eyes deceive me? Robin Hood, the winner of my hand in marriage?
'Tis true, my love. And now, I have another promise to fulfill. A promise to free this land from the hands of two men who are villainous and deceitful. No, not yet. The poor will have a voice again. They will be free from captors who are corrupt and sinister. No, not yet.
Villainous? Sinister? Such strong words you use. Outlaw? Please note that the sheriff and I would rather be referred to as mortally challenged.
I agree. That has a more polite ring to it.
Morally challenged? Ha! How you find ways to twist the truth. The truth is that you, Sheriff of Nottingham, and you, Prince John, are nothing more than tyrants and thieves.
Yeah.
I said there are tyrants and thieves. Does no one work for minimum wage anymore? No! Behold our mighty evildoers, and watch as... Watch as we battle you to defeat!
Battle us? Or they want to battle us? That's good. That's very good. Robin Hood, if you think your merry men and the oh-so-dangerous spoons
Oh, save me from the spoons.
can overpower my military force of 12,000, well, what can I say but be my guest?
Did he say 12,000?
Yes, and that's without the Navy.
You know, the spokesman of the American Union, I'm glad you brought that up for legal reasons.
Men, please! If freedom for England means we fight to the death, then we fight to the death!
If it's death you want, Robin Hood, it's death you shall have. I don't care who has won what. I am ruler here. I will become king. I declare that the sheriff will marry Marion today. But before that, we will have a beheading.
Your Highness, why don't we have many beheadings?
Excellent idea, Sheriff. Call the guards and the executioners. Cut off their heads!
Cut off our heads? That could be fatal. You know, if I'm gonna be beheaded, I want to race now.
Men, where is your spirit? Prince, bring forth your armies. Pummel us with your weapons. Our blood may indeed be spilt, but we are determined to our cause.
So be it.
Your Highness, the guards approach.
Guards of the Royal Army, I command you to attack!
Men, scatter!
Just one moment! Hi. There will be no battle today.
Peasant, what do you think you're doing? What?
Are you all right?
You hurt my knee a bit, not fun.
You're interrupting the battle!
Guards, hold your attack. I come from the royal campgrounds, and in my hand I hold a message from the king.
Liar, 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 tights on fire! This cannot be. King Richard is hundreds of miles away, and you were standing there no more than 2 minutes ago. How could you possibly have a message from the king?
Well, tell me, Your Highness, have you ever heard of fade out and segue to the next scene?
No?
Well, it's this wonderful effect that we can all achieve with the help of our friend, Mr. Technical Director.
Oh, they're all mad, sire.
Not at all. Mr. Technical Director can simply take any character he likes and move them to a completely different place.
It's true. I've tried it on occasion. It's really quite an.
I asked him to take me to the royal campgrounds. There I met King Richard and informed him of this critical situation. He then quickly made this decree to be addressed to you, Robin Hood.
Oh. Why, thank you. Now, at last, good people of England, hear the words of your king. I, King Richard, King of all England, command the following proclamation come to pass. First, I decree that the tax money, which was wrongfully stolen by my brother John and the Sheriff of Nottingham, be rightfully returned to the people of England. Hooray! I decree next that the hand of my dear niece, the Lady Marian, be given in marriage to Robin Hood of Sherwood Forest. Hooray! As a reward for their bravery, I enlist the merry men into the King's Royal Guards, thus boosting their salaries substantially above minimum wage. Hooray! I proclaim that Our Lady-in-Waiting be named as the Kingdom's Emergency Broadcast System, because every time she screams, I can hear it in Istanbul. Dodged an arrow there. In honor of the town's guide and his monumental loyalty to the throne, I declare that...
I think there's more.
Bowling become the national sport of England.
Hooray! Yes! Oh, yeah! Sorry.
In regards to the Sheriff of Nottingham,
Well, you're on your own.
I terminate him from the position of sheriff, effective immediately, and then I banish him from England forever! Hooray! And as for my jealous and conniving brother, the evil Prince John, I declare him officially disowned from the royal family, and from this day forward, his title will only be that of John, the character formerly known as Prince. Hooray! I now join my royal army en route back home to England, but until my arrival, I declare that Robin Hood of Sherwood rule in my absence. I place my beloved country in his trusted hands.
Hooray! Give me that. I don't believe a word of this.
And nor do I. This is just a scheme to make us surrender our power.
The sheriff is right. Do you really expect us to believe that some mystery man hidden in the shadows can transport us to another place? And he does this by flashing magic lights? Nothing you can ever say will ever make us believe this wild tale. You hear me? Nothing, I say.
Oh, really? Mr. Technical Director, if you please. Everyone else? Get down!
What's happening?
Highness, I feel funny.
Sit over. England is safe once again! Hooray! Now, where exactly did he send them anyways?
I think he said something about sending them to a small community theater production by the name of Cats. I have no idea what it was about, but he thought it was hilarious.
Gather around, merry men. My first decree as the newly appointed temporary ruler of England is to...
Erect a statue in your honor?
No.
Read your good deed to the history books?
No.
Well, why not fly a flag with your face on it so we know you're the most important person in all of England?
No, but hold on to that thought. Keep that for later. The first thing I would like to do is thank you, Merryman. And you too, Town Sky. And of course, you too, Mr. Technical Director. I could not have saved England without your help. I'm truly better for having you all as my friends.
Aww.
Oh, Robin. That was lovely.
Oh yes, Marion, that was humility. It's one of my finest traits, you know.
Bravo, my love.
Yes, thank you. Huzzah! Huzzah!
My son, I think it's time to follow the king's commands and have a wedding.
A wedding? Oh, happy days.
Oh, happy days indeed. Would you like to stand up for me as my men of honor, oh, men of Sherwood?
Sure would.
Lady in waiting, would you do me the pleasure of being my maiden of honor?
Oh, I would love to! But let's get one thing straight. I'm not wearing one of those seafoam green things with some sort of gladiola growing out of the shoulder. So you can get that idea out of your head right now. She said yes.
Marvelous. Now, the good people of England will flourish in prosperity and health once again. This journey has taught us all a few good lessons in life, especially me. And now, it is with great joy that I ask our friend, Mr. Technical Director, to send us all to the church. Farewell to you all, good people of England, and may you only know happiness from this day forward. Men, scatter!
Oreo, you're up in the treetop.